Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 4. Now, in the comments section, I've gotten some conflicting advice about specific aspects of the games. I've had people tell me that the rocket test sites need 100% coverage over an area before they'll launch a mission, which doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I can see it being part of the game. Logically, though, it doesn't make sense. Like, why would I have to have, the ability to hit, the backside? Well, what is the air zone? So we would need to be able to shoot all the way up to about halfway through England to have the ability to hit London, which is twice as far, well, the backside is twice as far away, so that doesn't really make sense to me. I've had people tell me you need air superiority over the air region, which that doesn't make sense to me either, because there's strategic missiles. The whole point is that you don't need a bomber to deploy them. And then I've had people tell me they're just straight up bugged and do not work. You can see that I've got 600 of them set up. Let's see. Let's grab all the ones I have here. And this is part of the UI that I don't like. It takes up so much of the screen when you're trying to do something. Make sure they're all set to Southern England. 11, 16, 30%. Let's put them all on normal operation. And see if they do. I mean, no, they're not launching. I'm judging by what I'm seeing. I'm thinking maybe it's the range thing, which if that is true, that is freaking stupid. Oh, and I had some people suggesting what happened in the air war over the English Channel, and it seems like the most common opinion is that when I set subs into the English Channel, it auto-triggered the AI to put naval bombers, which are OP as shit, naval bombers in the English Channel. My fighters were then set up to also attack the bombers in addition to the fighters, and that kind of diluted my air power over the region. That makes sense to me. If that was the chain of events, that makes sense. Alright, so we've got, Jesus Christ, we're really cranking on fighters, aren't we? Everything else is filled. And we're low on rubber, it looks like. Naval Bomber 2, Close Air Support 2. Let's do this. And Lost Convoy, not a big deal there. Alright, so let's take a look at how our guys over here in Iran are doing. Let's put them on aggressive to make sure they move a little better. I've noticed a slight difference when you put them on aggressive, but I've also, I put it on aggressive and you could automatically see that a lot of people started moving. I've also put it on aggressive and people will just sit there, like bumps on a log and do absolutely nothing, so you never know. So do they? So are they able to use they're able to use the Suez Canal because the United Kingdom technically controls it. So let's send some of these MPs around, take care of that. Oh, Iran capitulated. Nice. We got those awesome Iranian dockyards to work with now. Okay, let's see. What are we lowest on? Oil? It's just oil and rubber mostly. Let's make sure, let's go through here. Export? Oh, that's what they are exporting. Let's see. Portugal. So we're buying tungsten from them. And we have a huge surplus of tungsten. I believe I read that correctly. So let's drop this down. I feel like there should be a cancel button. So let's look for these green ones. So rubber. We get there's no rubber or oil left in the world to trade for. I believe, are we building some? Let's actually take a look. Ooh, you know what? That would be a nice notification, wouldn't it? If you are trading, you set up a trade route and then forget about it. If you all of a sudden had you know, something in the world changed, and it popped up a little notification that said, "Hey, you are trading for a commodity that you have a surplus of." That'd be pretty nice. That would be a welcome addition, I would say. All right, let's see. Heavy cruisers, battleships, light cruisers, heavy cruisers, destroyers. What model submarines do we have access to? Just Perla class. Oh, air experience is all the way up there. Convoys, let's do that. And before we forget, let's burn all of our air experience. Although this is already a fighter 3 Mark II. Do we have strategic bombers? I don't think I've researched those. I mean, if we... that really knocks down the reliability. And the agility. Although the engine knocks that back right up. Oh, you could put a big... Huh. The engine doesn't affect the reliability. So, yeah, you can tier 5 that. But the range thing does. The range is fine. So let's say... Whoa, that actually is really good. That's perfect. Save that. Mark 3s. So we'll switch these over to Mark 3s. We actually take a very small retooling hit, which is nice. And what our fighters, we're short 2,000. So it's going to take us a little while to get that back up to snuff. The Russian Empire, Iraq is still a thing. So let's take these guys and... Oh, Iraq has some oil, don't they? Maybe we can do something with that. Naval Bomber 3. Oh, we don't have the next level. Oh, we should do that. Oh, no, we're working on it. Air Doctrine is not filled out, but we're working on it. And it looks like we can go through all of these. But let's make sure there's not other stuff to work on that's more important first. Yeah, like we can get into night attack, infantry equipment. Let's get infantry equipment going. Oh, wow. Lost convoy, nothing. We still have free military factories because we conquered some new land. Rocket interceptors, even though they're not that good. Are we building tactical? No, we just researched that, so we got to switch that out. Tactical Bomber 2, Tactical Bomber 3. Tactical Bomber. I think I accidentally actually added that onto the bottom here. I did. Very nice. And I do apologize that I've been so salty with this game, guys. I know that, you know, when I get salty, you guys don't necessarily like that. So I'll try to refrain from being a salty son of a bitch for a while. I mean, it's been a while since I've actually played this save file. I had about a week bank recorded. So I should... So the saltiness, the salt levels are pretty low. Alright. So I'm thinking that we might end up coming to blows with the Axis at some point. Even though they control huge quantities of everything. If I controlled the United States, though... If I could get control of the United States for myself... That would be a huge boon for me. I really do wish those rockets worked. I mean, let's see. Well, battlefield support's going to finish in just a few days, so why don't we wait on that? Oh, escort carriers fit. I wasn't. Yay for eyeballs. Industry. No. Although we could do that if we wanted to. Engineer. Okay. So let's start working on this. Operational range. 64. 64 what? What does 64 mean? Max speed 5.7 thousand kilometers per hour. I for a second there I thought that said 5.7 kilometers per hour. I was like, shoot, I could run faster than these things. Let's see, where is our fleet at the moment? So we got all these old destroyers down here. Just trying to reacquaint myself with what's going on. And I'm glad that a lot of people tend to agree with me that let's get these guys over here. get them out of there for now. That there's definitely naval bombers are broken as hell. I think that's a pretty a standard opinion right now, because the way the naval bombers work is that it's not possible to stop them. Your Air Force will not intercept a naval bomber, or if it's port striking. Let me rephrase that. If it's port striking, will not. Oh, what did we lose? Oh, okay, we lost 11 destroyers. Well, these are the old ones. You know, like pre-World War II, World War I destroyers. They lost 3 light cruisers and a heavy cruiser. I don't know how the French. They got a port right there. That's why. We should probably take care of that. Let's see, who wants to do something? I got tanks down here that aren't doing anything right now. Let's ship them over here. Hopefully they don't get intercepted. Oh, you know what? And before we forget, naval mission efficiency. Why don't we start working on bombers? I never do strategic bombers, and I feel like it'd be fun. I think the Allies have stacked up in Denmark here, which is why Germany's having trouble. The Arabic Empire joined the Axis? Who's the Arabic Empire? Oh, it's fascist Saudi Arabia. That's interesting. Let's make sure the Suez Canal is closed. I was, you know, been wondering how they've been getting people in here. I mean, they do have a port down here. New Roman Empire is pretty strong. Oh, we can't go through German land, can we? No, not without. Invite to faction. Ask for military access. Yes. These guys don't have an army, so you're gonna get one of those that we don't have. Let's recruit a commander. Front line right here, and we're gonna take out that French port so that they shouldn't be able to get into the Mediterranean after that. Mexican units, I'm pretty sure. We lost 2 convoys there. Look at the planes swarming around. I mean, you can see a lot of Spitfires. Are there American? Yeah, there are P-51s in there too. It would be nice if they bothered making more models, so you can see, you know, you could look at the map and see what type of planes they're flying. Wouldn't that be cool? Don't you think that'd be cool if you know, if there was actually the air combat furballs were a little more interesting, I guess. But you know what I keep coming down to is the game's new. It's a bit of a you know, in my opinion, it's a bit of a sorry showing for a brand new grand strategy game, but they do have a lot of time. I mean, they're right as of the time of this recording, Paradox is on vacation. They're coming back August 4th, so that probably means you know, a 1.2 patch is. How far away is, you know, August 4th? So you're talking about early September. For a 1.2 patch, and I'm sure that they'll fix a lot of the problems I've been having. Well, I hope so, at least. They've always been really good with all the other Paradox games that I'm super into. Are those planes just flying backwards? Swear to God, I saw planes flying backwards. Alright, so we've actually made about 500 fighters since we started this episode. The shortage will last for 107 days. Man, we are really short planes, aren't we? 1,000 there. Well, yeah, they're all set to 1,000. We could get that higher too. I mean, there's plenty of room in the airports for control. For more control of planes. Was what I was interested in. Because I'm assuming what's happening is maybe the French set up this base, because that's a core province right there. Or it says colony state. Well, I would maybe they were able to deploy units right there. That's a thing. That's possible. Lost a naval bomber. Not a big deal. And the Suez Canal's closed. Good. So there shouldn't, theoretically, be any more access to Allied shipping in the Mediterranean. Theoretically. And Iraq. How much oil does Iraq have? 32. That's not bad. So justify a war goal against Baghdad. Do we need to do anything politically? We're on total mobilization. Consumer goods factories, 10%, 15%. So that's the highest. Limited exports. Factory output, construction speed, research speed, export focus. Research to market, closed economy. Should probably do that. So none of the resources go into the market. I mean, we don't need to trade. I just want to produce everything that I possibly can. That should help out a little. I don't want anybody taking anything from me. You know, all adults serve is what we're on right now. So yeah, we're just sitting on this. I'm looking forward to trying... Where did my units go? Oh, you know what? There we go. Because it was on a different map mode. I'm looking forward to trying out air combat over the English Channel again, once I get all these fighters up. Hey, dude, why don't you help out? There you go. You got it. Alright. Goes to a, not enemy, but a neutral faction. I like how the axis count is neutral. And blue. Okay, so let's get these guys out of here. Get them back to a Italian-controlled port. Good. Got more troops down here. Who does this belong to? Oh, that finished already? Oh, nice. Alright, so... Oh, we didn't give these guys a actual battle on an offensive line. I mean, you only needed to... Those are the only VPs, I think. So, let's just tell them to do that. Put them up, make sure they're on aggressive. Because I want that oil. Go. So, VP rush them. Basically. If I go to war with the Axis at any point, it's going to be a nightmare of border war. It'd be nice if Germany tried to do anything, literally anything involving the United Kingdom, but they won't. Well, it looks like the United Kingdom took back Kuwait. Oh, an Iraqi division went in there, is what happened. What model tanks are we using? L8s. Is that the best thing we got? Light tank? Yeah. For a light tank division, that's the best thing we got. Well, that's fine. Planes in reserve. Oh, I know what that is. That is that guy right there. Why don't we get better... I mean, I've heard heavy fighters are good. Why don't we get... The naval bombers are OP as shit. Might as well start start making them. And what do we... This guy. It's this one? Yep. Knock that up to at least 5. 10. We got a lot in reserve, but we need to replace them. So when new factories come available, they'll start making those. Old Bulgaria, you and your border gore. 130 divisions in southern England right now. Who knows what's going on up here? Wow. Wow. Wow, those old destroyers sank 12 American submarines. As these look like the rest of them, yeah. And are my new ships are probably set to pop out over here. They are. Are these new or old? Those are old. Iraq has capitulated. I would assume so. Did Germany take some? That looks like weird borders. Did Germany take some Iraq? I think they must have. Yeah, look, because now, how did Germany get any of that? Were they at war with them too? Better giving me the oil. Looks like most of it came to me. State modifier harsh. Really? Free military factories? I didn't actually expect to have free factories to work with. Let's go to manage occupied territories. Resistance growth, resistance growth. So gentle, less factories. Well, I want the most resources, so resources minus 30%, minus 20%. Well, no. Local resources minus 30%, local resources minus 20%, local resources minus 10%. Huh. So I guess that'll give me more resources, right? Yes. We'll do that. And more military factories still. What should we build? We don't have a second run of equipment going. Let's do that. Let's get the second run of equipment going. Building all these new naval dockyards. Actually, a lot of them have already completed. And we are starting to work on the new synthetic oil plants. Great. Let's see. We're only down 1,000 now. So we're building about 20 fighters per day, which is not too bad. It's like, I think I got 5 full runs of fighters going right now. Let's see, I've got 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we got here? So we got 4,000 fighters available. Well, 4,000 fighters worth of squadrons available. I don't actually, they're down about 70, like 80% strength right now. Somewhere around there. Russian Empire. Man, Japan's border gore isn't too bad. I mean, they've got that nice straight line through the center of Russia there along a mountain range. Is that the Urals? Which mountain range that is? Ooh, and we can build jet fighters now if we want to. Jet tactical bombers if we wanted to. Destroyer organization, escort efficiency. Yeah, might as well finish that stuff off. Just basically we're waiting on our fighters to try to gain control over the skies again. Now, it said they only had a few hundred fighters over the English Channel. They might, at this very instant, only have that. You know what we should probably actually do is make sure that, now that these guys are getting a little bit better, why don't we set, like, you guys to air superiority, and, well, we'll do interception as well. And then let's look at the stats. So they lost 45 bombers. We only lost 2 fighters. Northern France is so they just moved to northern France. You can see the AI's like gears churning. And their naval striking their port striking. So what we need to do is make sure that any new ships don't go there. Port strikes, to my knowledge, are impossible to intercept. I know of no way to intercept a port strike. I've set it up so I had control over the air zone and the land zone, the air superiority around the ports. The land-based fires will not intercept bombers that are heading towards ports. They just won't. So we're just going to put these guys down here because it's perfectly safe. Because Brittany is getting, slammed by bombers, so we're not going to do that anymore. Canadians got me. Yeah, look at that battleship. Well, his strength is low, but his health is okay. Escort of a heavy cruiser and some destroyers. And they're off. Good. Old submarines, rocket test site. So how do we look with air now? So let's see. We shot down one bomber there. We lost 3 fighters here somehow, but didn't do anything. Here, fighters lost. Wow, they actually did skip sending bombers in. And the English Channel now has several hundred fighters. Got all those Italian planes out. Oh, those are British bombers. So it looks like the British bombers have the range to fly from southern England into the western Mediterranean Sea. Didn't think they'd have that kind of range with what looked like strategic bombers. Or tactical bombers. Not strategic. Get paratroopers if we wanted. I saw someone go down. Enemy fighters, enemy bombers. And what kind of sucks is that we're gonna have to keep waiting because we don't want to go in with a reserve of nothing. That would be dangerous. That would be very dangerous. Yeah, look at that. Southern England has thousands of fighters as well. I've got the radar. If that'll make any difference, I don't really think it will make that much of a difference. Now, before we go, let's take a look at our jet fighters really quick. So if I hold down shift, nope, that won't do it. I was hoping to see some stats. Right click. Nope. Guess I'll just have to. Creating a variant. That's not going to help me. Do many jobs, everything from fighting for air support, protect bombers, upper 1,000. Well, let's look at this. 20, 36, 72. 20, 40.5, 88. So they're a little bit faster and require different resources, but my regular, like my highly modified fighters are a little more effective. So probably not going to be building jets until we have, a big surplus of air stuff created. All I'm not seeing British fighters going down, but you never know what's going on in the air combat actually behind the scenes here. I want to see these numbers up towards 1,000. Wow! Wow! Whoa! 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 600 in the last few days. We've lost 250 planes here. They've lost hundreds. So that's apparently where things are going down. Improved rocket engines. Okay. So we're going to start working on this early. We're at 11,000. This is an operational range of 640. So it goes from 640 to 11,000. So basically you can't do anything until you have number 3. Because we still got these guys. Set up to strategically deploy, attack here, but I don't see them going out. I'm surprised that they're sending so many bombers over here. I mean, look at that. We're losing lots of fighters, but they're losing more bombers than we're losing fighters. So it looks like we're starting to get back to where we need to be. Decifit of 200. So we're not building any of these? Yeah, look at the fighters. Look at that. So we're right back up to full strength. And then we can dogpile into the English Channel and see what happens. It might be a bloodbath, might not be. We'll see. All right, everybody, we're going to leave this episode right here. If you have enjoyed it, please just drop me a like, leave those comments right down below. And if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus plays Hearts of Iron 4, just subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next time.